The crystalline spires of the Galactic Council chamber hummed with anxious energy as High Commander Zaxthor slammed his six-fingered hand against the holographic display. The image flickered, showing a vessel that shouldn't exist, a human warship, drifting silently through the restricted zones of Imperial space. "Impossible," hissed Council Member Vrina, her scales rippling with agitation. The humans were classified as a Level 2 civilization. They barely achieved faster-than-light travel 3 cycles ago. Zaxthor's mandibles clicked nervously. And yet there it is. The Indomitable, registry confirmed as human origin, violating the Treaty of Andromeda by entering our sovereign territory. On the bridge of the Indomitable, Lieutenant Nicole Chen stood with arms crossed, her dark eyes scanning the tactical display with practiced ease. The bridge hummed with controlled energy, crew members moving with military precision through their duties. "They're hailing us again, ma'am," reported Ensign Stephen Rodriguez from the communications station. His youthful face bore the concentrated expression of someone who knew the weight of this moment. "4th time in the last hour." Getting pretty insistent, Nicole allowed herself a slight smile. "Let them sweat a little longer. Status report? All systems nominal," Stephen replied, fingers dancing across his console. "Weapons offline as ordered, shields at minimum. We're operating exactly within the parameters of a diplomatic vessel according to the Galactic conventions." "Technically," Nicole added, and Stephen grinned. The truth was far more complex than what the Empire knew. 3 years ago, humanity had been inducted into the galactic community as a minor species. Backward, primitive, barely worth noticing. The Council had assumed Earth would follow the standard pattern. Grateful servitude, gradual technological integration, eventual assimilation into the Empire's lower tiers. They had assumed wrong. Back in the Council chamber, panic was setting in. Admiral Cretan, commander of the Empire's 7th Fleet, materialized via holographic projection, his 3 eyes wide with concern. "High Commander, I've analyzed the vessel's energy signature. It's unprecedented. Their reactor output exceeds anything we've classified for a ship of that size. And their hull composition," he paused, mandibles trembling. "We can't identify it. It's not in any database, and how is this possible?" Vrina demanded. "We gave them limited FTL technology, basic defensive shields, nothing more. Where did they acquire advanced materials? Who violated the technology transfer protocols?" Zaxthor's eyes narrowed. "No one violated anything. They developed it themselves." The chamber fell silent. "In 3 years?" Vrina's voice was barely a whisper. That can't be right. It takes centuries to— "Humans don't seem to care about what's supposed to take centuries," Zaxthor interrupted. He pulled up another display, showing classified intelligence reports. "Our observers on Earth have been sending increasingly alarming data. Their technological development curve isn't logarithmic like every other species. It's exponential. They call it rapid iteration. We call it terrifying." Aboard the Indomitable, Nicole finally nodded to Stephen. "Open a channel. Let's see what they want." The view screen shimmered, revealing High Commander Zaxthor's imposing insectoid form. His translator kicked in, voice booming through the bridge. "Human vessel Indomitable, you are in violation of Imperial Decree 7743 Alpha. This sector is restricted to all non-Empire vessels. Withdraw immediately or face military consequences." Nicole stepped forward, hands clasped behind her back. "High Commander Zaxthor, this is Lieutenant Nicole Chen of the United Earth Navy. With all due respect, we're not in violation of anything. According to the Treaty of Andromeda, Article 12, Section 4, any galactic community member has a right of passage through non-militarized space for scientific and diplomatic purposes." Zaxthor's mandibles clicked rapidly. "This sector was declared militarized under emergency provisions 48 hours ago," Nicole interrupted smoothly. "After we entered. Retroactive restrictions aren't valid under Article 3, Section 2 of the same treaty. We've done our homework, Commander." Stephen suppressed a smile as he watched the alien commander's translator struggle with what was probably some very creative profanity. "What is your purpose here?" Zaxthor demanded, his composure cracking. Nicole's expression remained neutral. "We're conducting a scientific survey of the Helix Nebula. Standard astrophysics research. Unless the Empire has a problem with humanity expanding its understanding of the universe." What Nicole didn't say, what the Empire was desperately trying to confirm, was that the Indomitable was testing prototype technology that would render every Imperial warship obsolete within a decade. The scientific equipment included quantum processors that could crack Empire encryption, sensors that could map their entire defense network, and a weapons system that existed only in theory in Empire research labs. Humanity had learned a crucial lesson in 3 short years. The Galactic Empire maintained power not through superiority, but through carefully controlled technology distribution. They kept younger species dependent, manageable, weak. But humans had a history of taking limited resources and building miracles. Give them fire, they'd invent engines. Give them rockets, they'd reach the stars. Give them basic FTL technology, and they'd revolutionize it within a generation. You're making a dangerous game, human, Zaxthor warned, though his voice lacked its earlier confidence. Nicole's smile was small but unmistakable. No, Commander. We're just playing by the rules you established. If the Empire has a problem with that, perhaps the Galactic Council should reconsider its policies toward member species, Stephen. Watch the High Commander's image flicker with interference. Their sensors were already mapping the Council chamber, cataloging every system, every vulnerability, information that would prove invaluable in the decades to come. We'll be completing our survey over the next 72 hours, Nicole continued. After that, we'll be on our way, unless you'd like to escalate this into a diplomatic incident. The threat hung in the air, unspoken but clear. Humanity wasn't asking for permission anymore. They were informing the Empire of their intentions. The balance of power was shifting, and everyone in that chamber felt it. Zaxthor terminated the connection without another word. In the silence that followed, Stephen let out a breath he didn't know he'd been holding. Think they bought it? Nicole turned to him, allowing herself a genuine smile now. They don't have a choice. Welcome to humanity's new era, Ensign. We're not the minor species anymore. Through the viewports, the Helix Nebula glowed with ethereal beauty. And somewhere in its depths, humanity's future was being written, one that no empire would control. The age of human deference was over,